Welcome back, frequent flyers. We have another flight review today. This one is of the Lufthansa A340 economy class from Frankfurt to San Diego. We get started here with our quick hopper flight. Started the day in Munich, and this is the Munich Lufthansa business class lounge. I was able to access this lounge using my United Mileage Club card, which gets you access to Star Alliance clubs. It actually ended up being a beautiful way to start the day. Very peaceful, lots of food, plenty of seating. Now begins the fun part. I took a quick flight from Munich to Frankfurt, which only totaled about 1 hour. Unfortunately, my layover was quite tight, being only about 45 minutes. We were delayed getting to the gate and basically had to sprint across the airport and through security to get to my bus. Lo and behold, the bus takes you on a 5-minute ride to the very back corner of Frankfurt Airport. This was where our aircraft was hiding out overnight, and we had a lovely drive over there. So after running, finally got on the bus, and here we are. Beautiful way to board the A340. This is the first time I ever flew it. Really an elegant aircraft, a little outdated, but other than that, simply beautiful and always fun to board walking up the stairs to the deck. After getting up to the flight deck, I was greeted by flight attendants and guided to my seat. I was seat 18A, which is just behind the premium economy cabin. Premium economy, you can see here, is laid out in a 232 setup. Seats look pretty comfy with a little more cushion than the economy class. But other than that, I actually think the economy layout in the A340 is pretty nice with a 242 layout. As we dive into the seat back here, at each seat is a blanket for you to use during your trip, along with a small pillow. I ended up using the pillow as lumbar support, and the blanket actually came in use as I did not find the cabin that warm. Further in the seat back, pretty good amount of legroom with enough space in front of my knees on both sides, even with the magazine bin being right in front of me. Underneath the seat, plenty of room to stretch out. You do have a center divider you have to deal with. A nice intuitive little cup holder here on the back of the seat as well if you choose to have a drink without having the tray table down. The tray table is standard economy sliding, nothing sophisticated to it, and your seat back entertainment screen can pivot out as needed if someone in front of you is reclining backwards. We'll get into the entertainment system further on, but the touchscreen was fairly responsive and looked well. I was lucky enough to have an empty flight and a pretty open row next to me, so that was certainly relaxing. USB is included in the seat back, along with a 3.5mm headphone jack for your headphones of choice. AC power is located in between the seat, so you will have to share if someone is sitting next to you. After getting settled into our seat, we had a quick de-icing of the aircraft since it was a bit chilly in Frankfurt before our takeoff. Takeoff was smooth, and we had some very clear blue skies, giving us a great look of downtown Frankfurt on our departing flight. Unfortunately, in economy class, there are no pre-flight beverages and really no pre-flight service at all. First service you'll see here next is going to be a warm towel, which is more like a wet facial napkin or wipe to kind of freshen up before the flight. It's a nice gift, but really doesn't do a whole lot for the flight. After that, we got started shortly after with our first snack service, which were crackers and a glass of orange juice. We then had our meal, which included a salad with some French dressing, chocolate cheesecake, alcoholic beverage of your choice if you choose to do so, along with spinach, rice, and chicken. Overall, actually things were pretty darn good. Rice was fairly good in quality. Sauteed spinach was also very good. Chicken was a bit dry, but the dressing and sauce made it very palatable and actually filled me up for most of the flight. Bread roll, unfortunately, was a bit stale and dry, which did not make for a very pleasant experience. Beautiful wing views throughout the flight here. Really something beautiful up above. We then dive into the bathroom here quickly, which, again, not much to write home about in economy class. Fairly dated design and a little smaller, but got the job done when things needed to be taken care of. And now we'll dive into the entertainment system. If you do not want to see a full recap of the entertainment system, you can drop to the 707 mark to watch the full recap and rest of the video. The entertainment system was robust and certainly looks updated from the last time I flew Lufthansa, which was late last year in September. The touchscreen is very responsive, although the touchscreen size is a bit smaller than average in economy class. The list of movies and AAA titles was too many to name, and there was plenty of fresh new content for you to watch, no matter the length of your flight. As you can see from the menu, there are also plenty of other options on board, including TV shows, podcasts, audiobooks, audio tracks, games, amongst other things including shopping and other notification settings. As most TV shows had a few episodes, a handful of them actually had entire seasons on the plane, which was nice to see for those who enjoy binge watching their favorite TV show in the middle of the flight. I found things to be interactive, and one of the cool settings on board I liked was the ability to notify flight attendants based on what your status was, if you wanted to be woken up or not for in-flight shopping, or if you wanted to be woken up for meal service. I'm not entirely sure if this actually worked, as I set this setting and fell asleep and was not woken up until I woke up on my own, and there was no meal service after that. So I'm not entirely sure if it works. Feel free to drop a comment below if you have any tips or if this worked for you. There was also unique features on board here, including meditation, which seems to be a new move in the airline setting, with Virgin also looking to do onboard yoga on some of their flights. In all, I thought the entertainment system offered more than enough to take care of yourself on an 11-hour flight, along with whatever you bring on your own tablet, phone, or computer. I think they did a good job with the refresh, and I'm excited to test out business class to see if they have a similar updated interface on a much larger screen. We also dive into some of the flight map here towards the very end, which again was minimal at most, and actually Qatar Airways did a much better job with their interactive flight on board. So again, fun to see yourself travel, but if you're looking for something a little more interactive, you can definitely look to other airlines. And that wraps up our flight review of the Lufthansa A340 economy product from Frankfurt to San Diego. As we land here and finish up, you'll get some beautiful views of the San Diego skyline, which never gets old. I think in all, the product offered by Lufthansa is more than exceptional, especially in economy class. Do I think it rivals and compares with some of the Middle Eastern carriers? Not quite there, but it certainly does a good job. Seat was fairly comfortable with plenty of legroom and more than enough to keep yourself company throughout the flight. Food, while the chicken was dry, in all I think it was a good composition and something good that you can certainly enjoy on your flight. Service, flight attendants were more than accommodating and very friendly throughout the flight, something that I think they should be proud of. Overall, I would definitely fly Lufthansa economy again, especially for 35,000 United points, which I used to book this flight. As always, don't forget to click the subscribe button, share this video with your friends if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to drop a comment below also if you have any questions or comments about your own experiences on this flight. As always, travel safe, and we'll catch you on our next video.